welcome along and welcome back to Frühling. We have skipped through the month of September because the crop actually wasn't quite ripe. We've still got the corn to go and we've still got the sunflowers, which are one field over. So we're going to get those cut today. This is the last of our harvest that we need to do. So if we unfold everything, I think I might need to connect up. Yeah, we need to connect everything up at the front here and get everything unfolded. Unfolding the header and unfolding the harvester itself. And once those are unfolded, we can get everything started up. Drop down and into the crop we can go. And let's see how well our maize, our corn here, is doing as we go across. I'm hoping for a good yield off here this year. That would be very helpful. And yeah, doesn't look like initially it's improving at all on last year's. Not a huge problem, and this field is pretty poor. It's actually mostly silty clay, so getting even a decent yield off here is hard. We're expecting some rain in not too long. It should only be a short shower, and hopefully will pass quickly. It shouldn't cause us too much problem or too many problems as a result. Am I getting those side stalks? I'm not, so we need to back out a little bit. This header can be a little bit of fun to use if you don't get things quite in the right place. So I try and position the actual spikes between, or the actual guides between the rows, and make sure that we're keeping ourselves on a nice straight path. We are 44% full after the first headland, so we should make it round the second headland without being full, and then empty on the third. Let's get back into the rows here, and actually getting it this way round should be a little bit simpler, though how it's really difficult to see through the corn in some places here. And here comes the rain. We're going to have to stop everything for a bit, let this storm pass, and then we can pick things up again. So in the meantime, I'm going to get our little John Deere tractor out, and we're going to go and move the milk about. We've got 8,000 litres of milk that need processing, and we want to get those into our dairy so that we can very quickly produce a few more pallets of cheese. That will help maximize our profits for finishing off on here. We're doing pretty well at the moment. We have a lot of wool, we have a lot of cheese. We are working on getting more lettuce, so that should go down well. We'll have plenty of crop to sell, and it's all going to come to a head next time. We'll have a big sell-off. We'll fill up our flatbed trailer a couple of times, get that all sold, and should be good. So here we've got, yeah, this is going to take at least 3 trips with our trailer here to get our dairy refilled, which is quite good. Our horse is coming along well. That's really nearly reached puberty as well, so once that happens, that will be worth maximum money as well. I was kind of hoping that we might get a chance to go into foal, but it takes a very long time to get a horse up to not only up to puberty, but also to get into foal and to produce a foal for us. So that is just not really going to happen. We will be looking to sell Hope on at the end of this series. Otherwise, all the work we put in to making sure that she is kept exercised and well fed is just going to go out the window. But looks to be doing well. Looks to be doing well. And yeah, we're not going to be able to pay off the loan on here. And in fact, my whole view of loans and series and things, I think very much is changing. Unless I'm doing a series where we're looking at making a huge amount of money during the series, I think taking a whole load of loans is not the best way to go. We did start this series by trying to do that. And then I went, oh no, to maximize things here, I need to buy fields and things. And to be perfectly honest, I think we might have been better off on here if I hadn't done that. And hindsight is a great thing. That's 3 full loads, or no, 2.5 full loads of the milk. That should get us producing a nice amount of cheese on here. And then we will get this unloaded. There we are. Last bit. And we can just back this off slightly and drop the trailer off. This little John Deere has been very useful. In actual fact, during the sort of the couple of days jumping forwards, I wonder if it's still there. We have had a John Deere in the shop. Yeah. So this 40 series 2-wheel drive has come up. It's really cheap, and it's got quite a good setup on it. But it's 26,000 and it's got nearly 50 hours on it. So we're not going to be doing that. We're going to avoid doing that, I think, using up all of our money to buy a tractor that, quite frankly, at this point we don't need. We have a pretty good setup in our tractors on here. So yeah, with that done, I don't think there's much else to do. Our cows are well fed at the moment. Our sheep are well fed. Our chickens have 4 liters. We'd need to use our trailer to sort that. But yeah, oh wow, they are down to 4 liters. And yeah, there's plenty of food on here. So with our chickens that desperate for food and our carting tractor just sitting here on the road waiting, let's go grab a bit of our crop from this year out and go and feed them. We want those eggs to keep producing. We want to maximize the amount of money we're getting. We won't do a full trailer of it. Nope. We obviously want to sell as much wheat as we can. So how much wheat will they take? Chickens need for a year 12,000 liters. Wow. How much do we have? Well, that's we've got 18. This is going to be a big chunk of our wheat that we're going to be feeding them. Oh no, we got the sorghum. We got all of our other crops, and all of our other crops actually pay a bit better than wheat does. So yeah, look at the eggs. We're gonna have to move the eggs soon as well. We are almost out of space. We've got a massive influx of chickens on our farm. They've been breeding like wildfire, and yeah, look, they're running in to come to the feed, which is fantastic. Oh wow, and we can't even put all of this feed in there, so we might have to hold some back. Speaking of chickens, I reckon some of them must have reached best price. Let's have a look in here. So we'd pay 50, 12 months, 9 months, 11 months, 10 months. Yeah, chickens seem to reach about a best price of £22, and we must have some that are getting close to reproduction. Yes, so let's have a look. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 50, 50. Right, we won't sell the top 2. We can sell though these 2 sets. So there's 19 there and 10 there. So let's sell all of those. Yes. Okay, and let's sell all of those. So that's made space for 20. Well, that's made space for 29 chickens. Now, our problem here is that we've got 40 and 30 that are going to reproduce soon. So we've got 70 that are going to reproduce. We cannot, we do not have enough space for that. So if I sell 10 of these, that's still not going to be enough. We will sell, and yeah, we will sell 15 of these. Okay, to take that down to 25, and we will sell 5 of these, and that will then give us space for 50 chickens. And yeah, and if we sell one of these to make an extra space, that then gives us space for 50 animals, and yeah, about halfway through. Perfect. So we should get some, we have space for more chickens now. We are running out of space for eggs. Oh, and the rain has stopped. Right. Let's crack on with the harvest then. Ground is a little bit soggy underfoot. We are sinking in a smidge, but not so bad as to cause us any major problems. Might make the combine a little dirtier than I'd like, but we are able to get on with the harvest, and we should have a clear day for the rest of the day. Very much expecting to not be stopped by the weather anymore. And we're over 90% full now. We are on the 3rd headland, and we're going to be about halfway through it, I think, by the time we're actually full. So not a massive yield off here, not too bad, but yeah, nowhere near as high as expected. And right, we're 98% full, so we might as well empty. So we'll bring the tractor and trailer alongside, and then I can empty it out. There it goes. Not bad. Headland, we've got a full tank off. We should get at least another full tank off this field. So a little over 10,000 litres, maybe. Maybe 12 to 14,000 litres off this field if we're lucky. I think that would be a good amount of corn off here. Harvester is empty, so we'll just move this over to here and out the way, and then we can crack on with getting the rest of this field done. So in with the auger, back it round, and I've got my header lowered. Perfect. Back into the crop, and away we go. I've cut through what I think is the middle of the field, and we'll work our way out from there. It seems to be about right though, and we are again a third of a tank full, so I think this is going to work out okay. I think we will end up, as I said, with about 10 to 12,000 litres off this field. So I have a tendency to overestimate how much we're going to get off a particular field. We have 4,000 litres. We are coming up to the last couple of rows, which is slightly concerning. There is 4,250 litres in the combine. We have 2 rows to go. One of them is, no, neither of these in fact are full rows. So this one here, this is only 5 across, so it's one shy of the 6-row harvester that we have on here. And the other side, that is even smaller. That is about 2 to 3 rows, I think. As a result, we are at 4,674. We are not going to get much more off this field than this. Yeah, 3 rows. 3 rows we have on here. Let's stick this down the middle and get these collected in. If we're lucky, this might hit 5,000 liters. I think we are okay in that we are over 10,000 liters, but we're not over 10,000 liters by much. It's yeah, we're 4,923 liters. So let's turn everything off, get the auger out, and we'll get the rest of this, I think, into the trailer. Yeah, these fields are not very big, and this is part of the trouble around here, is that we are struggling a little bit to make a huge amount of money doing crop. It's not the most profitable way to do this. And I think I'm going to be looking, certainly as we go into Farming Simulator 25, what is the most profitable and quickest way to make money, especially on start from scratch, especially getting yourself into a farm and running. I think I know what it is, and I think most people watching will know what it is. But yeah, I still want to do that investigation and see what is the most worthwhile way of doing it. And amazingly, this whole field has fit in this one trailer. And our total is over 10,000. It's 10,441. So with the cornfields done, what we're going to move on to now is the sunflowers. They are just over the road here. It's taken us till 3 minutes past 1 in the afternoon to get to this point, and that's kind of expected. Now, do we still have our auger out? I don't think we do. No, auger's all in. So let's start up the combine and drop down the header, and we'll see how the sunflowers do. Now, these should be worth a considerable amount of money to us, so a good yield off here is essential. First headland done, and we're on to the second, and we are at 28% full, so not even a third. We are going to end up having to do more than the first headland, or more than the headland, in order to get a full tank of this. That means we are going to be under 10,000 liters off this field. There is no other way really that I can look at that. That's not good. That's really not good. I think we could have concentrated possibly on a couple of crops on here, and maybe another production, and done a lot better. But certainly, as it stands at the moment, these last 2 harvests are not going to be very big. And we've run out of space for the eggs. I was about to start on my third headland, but it looks like first we're going to have to deal with this. So do we have a... Oh, really? That is in the way. Right, I'm going to have to try and move that out of the way, because we've still got all of the stuff for doing the spraying on the front of the Xerion. So I'm going to have to try and squeeze in here, maybe push this out the way and get the header on. Don't want to waste too much time on this. There we go. Just put that out of the way a little bit. Connect that on, and perfect. I need to remember that when I'm taking the header off the Xerion. Don't just disconnect them in front, because I might need access for them on this. I'll just bring this round here. I'm just going to stack these on top of each other and get eggs nicely stacked, ready for moving. But that is very good news that we have full pallets of eggs here ready to go. That might crack a few, but that'll be all right. They're going to be done like that on the trailer anyway. It's nicely spread, the weight of that. Realism. Absolutely key on here. Right, and then finally get this one as well. And this means that we should get some more eggs and 6 full pallets of eggs. That is going to be wonderful for us selling stuff off next time. Very, very pleased that our chickens have ended up being this productive. And that is the end of the headlands, and we are only 72% full. That is 4,000 litres. I think we're going to struggle to be over more than about 6,000 litres off this field. That is a really low yield for the sunflowers on here. And that's despite the fact that we're getting 125% yield. They really don't produce very well, these sunflowers. It is going to be more than a full tank though, because we are 98% full. 99. Are we going to make it to the end? Not quite, I don't think. If we inch forward, there we go. Right, and I will stop the front. It is going to be just over 6,000 litres off here. I am wondering if I'll have time actually to get those bales, or that straw baled up. That would be useful because it would mean that we could make a little bit of extra money off the wheat, especially as we've had to use some of it to feed the chickens. As long as the chickens are turning that into a fair amount of eggs, I think we're good. Right, we can turn everything back on now. Lower our header down. It already was. And once this is emptied, we'll continue on. And I don't think our final 2 rows are going to have even 1,000 litres in them. We are at 667. Wow. That about sums things up. And so we'll get this emptied out. And yeah, 667 to finish off the rest of that field. And that is it. That is all the sunflowers we are getting off here. It is only 10 to 4 though. So I think we might have enough time to do the thing that I just talked about. I think we can probably get the baler out and start baling that field. I'll leave the combine there for now. And we'll get that back at the end of the day. But for now, we're going to tip this, hook the baler up, and see if we can actually just bale that straw up quickly. It shouldn't take too long to get the straw baled up, and we can get it done off camera if we need to. But to be honest, getting it started here and now, I think is a great way. And this is the last thing actually we really need to clear up ahead of our big sell-off. So that is what we are going to be doing next time. I want to just see how long it takes me to get these headlands out at the very least, and then we'll finish off after that. It's coming up to 5:30. We have just finished the headlands on here, and I managed to remember to reset the bale counter. So we've got 7 bales off the headland. That is really, really good. But the light is fading now. We should be able to get the rest of this field cleared off by the end of the day. And I reckon we might at least double the number of bales we have on here. But as I said, this is the last of the cleanup we need to do ahead of our great sell-off. I will probably try and get these loaded up and get these to be the first things we sell. Some of this stuff is going to be a little bit underpriced because we're going to be selling everything in November, but we should still make a good amount for everything. For now though, as I turn the lights on my tractor, this is where we're going to leave it. So all that remains is for me to say
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.